Hello, my name is Dr. Anna Casas, and I'm a longevity medicine expert. Prior to enrolling in the Authority Accelerator program, I felt extremely frustrated because I felt like I had hit a ceiling in terms of the number of people that I could reach and how I could do that in a way that I could scale and help people with my knowledge and expertise that I've gained over the last 20 years of private practice. My specialty is in brain health and longevity medicine, and I wanted to create something that would reach a larger number of people, but without having any social media experience or any presence on social media. That was really one of the drawing factors for me, right? That Sunny is such an expert in YouTube, and and that's always a platform that I've been interested in understanding and using, but I knew that there was more than just posting random content associated with that platform. So I think that's how this all actually got started, right? So I was looking more for my daughter to be able to grow her YouTube channel. And I had initial success, with the program that I created, which was something that I really enjoyed teaching, which was Skin Aging Mastered. It's a holistic program for skin aging and using microneedling. But the timing wasn't right, and I wasn't ready to take that to the SOP level. So I just left it at the pop level. And I was happy because, what I love most about the Authority Accelerator is the fact that you have lifetime access, right? So the lifetime access was a big selling point for me because I knew that, okay, right now is not the right time, but I can come back at any time in the future and I can bring back my ideas and have a framework, a system that works to really grow that. So I see the program more like a container. And then within this container, I've planted a seed. And right now I have like this tiny little seedling that's just bursting through the soil, and I'm watering it and I'm caring for it and everything like that. And everything is going great. The testimonials have been incredible. The transformation has been incredible. Within days, people who have enrolled are getting results. So now when I go to the SOP level, I feel that I have learned enough to take it now to a higher, a bigger audience, a higher level. And that's what I'm planning to do next, and then start the YouTube channel and do that in a way that really allows me to communicate my message better. So what I love about it is that you guys are always there. Like there's so many aspects of the community that are incredible. It's a very positive community. There's, no negativity. People are supportive. And I've never felt that safety on the internet, right? So when I've gone into different communities online, I've quickly left because there's so much toxicity and people, there's so many trolls, right? And it's like, I don't want to be part of that. So I've always kept to myself and nose to the grindstone, built a beautiful practice, very successful practice. But I know that there are more people that I can reach with what I know. And then, you know, I basically took the time to go deeper into neuroscience, go deeper into brain health. And with that, develop additional skills that then I could bring back. And I think that's something that's really important within our community, is that when you come to Sunny's program, you have a skill, she can help you take that skill and develop it into a program that then you can take to so many people across the world, not just in your community or in your state, but you can help them across the world and build your own community for your own program that then is self-sustaining. And I just love the fact that, she has us create a program that then we gather testimonials, and with those testimonials, then we are able to naturally and organically market the program, right? So as you can see, I'm not a salesperson. I don't like sales. And I never feel like I'm having a sales conversation. With the 30 people that I enrolled in my program at $7,500, which is a higher price point, never once did I feel I was having a sales conversation with them. Never. I felt I was proposing a solution to their problem. And they could take it or leave it. I never make people feel like you need to do this. It's just like, you might not be the right person that needs to enroll in the program. And so I always look at it that way, knowing that this might not be the right time for them. They may decide to do it later. And so I try to approach it in a very organic way. And I think that really helped me to be as successful as I was in this pop, because I went into it thinking, you know, I'm just offering a solution to people. And as I always do as a doctor, I'd say, this is what I would recommend. And, you have to decide for yourself if this is what you think will help you. So, um, but yes, the tangible results that I have received in the program, of course, is it goes beyond the income. The income, it's secondary, right? So I feel I'm very service oriented, and it has allowed me to give that service, that value, to the people that I've had the opportunity to speak to, through the ICA calls. And even the sales calls, right? I don't call them sales call. I just call them follow-up calls. And then through those follow-up, I present this solution to them and say, well, I have this. I believe you can get results within 30 days. And if you'd like to enroll, this is now the time to do it. And then I think giving them a deadline really, really helped, because if you noticed, a lot of people signed up on the last day towards the end as well. On the first day and on the last day were my biggest enrollments. But it's more because I think people, when they have a deadline, that really helps. In fact, I may even do another pop only because it gives me a deadline to provide to people, and then help them to really have to make a decision by that point, knowing that they'll get results within 30 days. Before AA, I did not have a YouTube channel to speak of. I have 15 subscribers on the YouTube channel and one video. So I would not exactly call that any kind of following. I've never, been a social media doctor. I've never subscribed to spending a lot of time on social media, mostly because I really didn't understand it, and I wasn't willing to invest the time to try to understand it. I also had safety concerns and security issues, and people asking me medical questions, and me not being able to give them medical advice through social media. But I think that the Authority Accelerator program has allowed me to see that it is possible to create a YouTube channel that serves the purpose of having the channel, which is to bring people to your program, to your email list, so that then you can have that call with them, enroll them in your program. And it's not just about putting up random content and attracting the wrong people, or even going viral. Another misconception that I had was you had to go viral. A lot of people had to see your video for it to be meaningful, or you had to have a big following. And I think that's something that I've learned from Sunny, is that you don't have to have a big following. You can have a small following of people that truly, truly are the right people, who then from that following want to work with you more closely. And so that's really been my biggest takeaway when it comes to social media and YouTube, that the Authority Accelerator has helped me to understand, is that you don't have to have a big following. And so that was another reason that I decided to pursue the program, is because I knew that everything that is done in the Authority Accelerator program is done with so much integrity, so much authenticity. That was very important for me. The way Sunny comes across in her videos, the way that she communicates, how everything is done with heart and with peace, that's invaluable to me, because there are many ways to make money. That, to me, that's not attractive to me. That's not the reason I joined the Authority Accelerator. I joined because it gives me the ability, the container, to be of value, be of service, take my message to a greater audience, and do it in a way of integrity and authenticity, and not coming across like I'm just trying to sell something to someone, which I never want to come across that way, because as a physician, as a medical doctor, I took an oath, I have integrity. I don't ever want to be in a position where people think that what I'm telling them is for my own financial gain. So for me, there are a lot of programs out there, and unfortunately, many of them take that approach of, sell your soul to make money. I don't like that. So that is one of the primary reasons that I joined the Authority Accelerator, because the community is incredible. The support you receive with the lifetime access is unreal. I mean, I've never seen anything like that in any other community or any other program out there. And so you make a one-time investment and you have this container within which you can come back with different ideas. If the first one doesn't work out, as happened to me the first time, I started in the program 3 years ago, then you try again, and you can come back, you can use the same framework, the same system. And by using that framework and system, then you can position yourself as the authority in that area and build the YouTube channel based on that, and really take your message to people that need it most. After joining the Authority Accelerator, of course, I've had many tangible results from that, right? So of course, income is one of them. But again, income is not a big motivating factor to me because there are many ways to make income. But for me, the most tangible result is now having a legacy program that can be taught without me. Once I create this program, which I'm in the process of doing right now because I'm in the prototype stage, once that's completed, I can then create the final version of the program, and that final version continues to deliver results even without me. And so that's very important to me, because I like the idea of being able to reach more people and supporting them within a community without me having to deliver the same message over and over again in person, because there's only one of me, and so I can only reach a small group at a time if I did it that way. And what the Authority Accelerator program does is it allows me to deliver it in a way that uses technology, that uses platforms, that uses all of the things that we have available and at our disposal in this day and age to really reach that larger audience. But one of the most important things to me is the way that the program lays everything out step by step. So there's no guesswork. You don't have to worry, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? And I think one of the things that has led to my success in the program is the fact that I'm a rule follower, okay? I like to follow rules, and I like to do things step by step. So if you tell me, follow this recipe this way, I will follow the recipe that way. I'm not going to guess. And what Sunny has done with the Authority Accelerator is she's created a program that is very much step by step, but with a great deal of support built in from all the different aspects of the program, from the community aspect to the team, calls that we have twice a week that allow you to present questions and have them answered. And then also the sales accelerator calls that give you the ability to really understand how to communicate your message to the people who are interested in enrolling in the program, so that they can make an informed decision about whether or not the program is for them. And so having that framework really makes the difference. And it's a proven framework because within the community, you can see how other people have been successful using that framework to achieve their goals. And you can see people at all different places in their journey, because there's an entire YouTube channel that Sunny has dedicated just to the success stories that are real people providing real services in a way that's full of heart and peace and authenticity and integrity, and isn't some marketing scheme or some kind of thing that is a fly-by-night situation. These are people who are invested in reaching a larger audience, have a valuable message to share, have a skill, and really want to create a legacy business online. For someone that's interested in joining the Authority Accelerator program, I would say to trust your intuition. This program is real. The results are real. The framework is real. The community is unbelievable. It's been something that it's truly been one of the top 5 decisions I've made in my life. And I don't say that lightly, right? So this choice to choose this program was one of the biggest decisions and one of the best investments I've ever made. And the reason for that is that lifetime access, it gives you a step-by-step framework. The people within the community are incredible. The support team is incredible. Sunny's incredible. And you have everything you need. If you have a skill, if you have some transformation that you have experienced, if you have something that you want to offer the world, share with the world on a larger platform, as I am doing now, because that is one of the things that I was very frustrated at the beginning, that I didn't know how to break past that glass ceiling of being able to reach a larger audience with a bigger message and without a social media following. And this program gave me everything. It gave me everything in a step-by-step fashion, so much so that within 60 days, I was able to take my concept, create a program. Now I'm in the prototype stage of the program where I'm actually delivering the first iteration of my program. And almost it goes beyond the income, of course, but it really has given me the opportunity to be of value and of service and to help so many people that I wouldn't have been able to reach otherwise. So if you're on the fence, I would say to trust your intuition. Everything is here for you in this program. It offers everything you've been looking for and more.